To the families of all U.S. organ donor candidates on September 3, 2013 at 1 a.m. Trevor Daniel Sullivan's healthy 24-year-old organs and tissue all went to waste beginning at 1 a.m. on September 3, 2013, entirely due to the irresponsible actions of Cedars Sinai, One Legacy, the California Highway Patrol, and the Los Angeles County Department of Coroner in Los Angeles. Trevor's parents were never notified their son was dead by Cedars Sinai or One Legacy or the coroner. The CHP did not notify Trevor's parents that Trevor was dead until 18 and a half hours after he died, because the CHP was scrambling to cover up the fact that Trevor was murdered. Although One Legacy, Cedars Sinai, and the California Highway Patrol all had Trevor's driver's license with Trevor's home address on it, Portland police were never called to come to our door in order to notify us that Trevor had been injured or that he had died. And as you can see, Trevor's murder accomplished its objective. The trial scheduled for October 14, 2013 was postponed until January 31, 2014 on September 11th. Knowing the California Highway Patrol used Kim as their main on-scene witness, swearing they interviewed him at the scene at La Brea that night, Kim testified that he entered the freeway at Fairfax following the route indicated by the red line on the map above. In truth, Kim followed Trevor for 2.5 miles through 12 stoplights down La Brea, waiting till he got off LAPD turf to ambush Trevor on CHP turf, where he sideswiped Trevor, got out of the car, robbed Trevor, denied his guilt to other witnesses, and fled the scene. Kim called 911 on a phone not registered to him. The CHP never saw him at the scene that night. Kim fled the scene, and yet somehow the CHP knew who Kim was. In fact, all the CHP had to identify Kim was the sound of Kim's voice on a 911 recording where he lies about what happened to Trevor. And even though Kim stalked Trevor for 2.5 miles down La Brea through 12 stoplights, waited till he got up on CHP turf to ambush Trevor, sideswiped Trevor, robbed Trevor, and fled the scene, the only way dirty CHP cop Fabio Ibarra could conceal the fact that he and Kim knew each other and planned Trevor's murder in advance was to make the ridiculous claim that he spoke to Yong's son Kim at the scene that night. The CHP report places Kim 2 to 3 car lengths behind Trevor before the accident, removing Kim as a suspect because he would not have had the opportunity to sideswipe Trevor. Here, Kim's lawyer says that Kim witnessed Trevor pass him on the collector road and the resulting accident. If Trevor passed Kim, according to Kim's own words, then Kim had the opportunity to sideswipe Trevor. As you will soon see, Kim says he was never there because he wants to hide the fact that he followed Trevor for 2.5 miles down La Brea through 12 stoplights before ambushing Trevor on CHP turf. The westbound on-ramp at La Brea is 2 lanes going up from the street and then it merges into one. Kim was in front of Trevor, slowed down and let him by, and then sideswiped him on purpose. He got behind him and went up on the median to Trevor's left. You'll also notice on line 13, Kim says he stayed to provide information to the CHP. Well, the LAFD arrived 12 minutes before the CHP, and they testified that Kim was not there when they arrived. The 3 pillars of crime have been met: motive, means, and opportunity. Kim is hiding his motive by lying about stalking Trevor for 2.5 miles down La Brea until he got on CHP turf. The means were the car Kim was driving, and the opportunity was Kim making Trevor pass him. First, let's deal with the sideswipe. There's Trevor's right foot pedal before the crash. There it is afterwards. That's a pedal designed to fold up on impact, and the metal is pushed down and to the rear. Only a forward rotating car wheel could do that. And And there it is from the side view. The rubber is pushed in, decoupled from the foot pedal, and the foot pedal is twisted to the rear and down by a forward rotating car wheel. And the car that hit Trevor didn't avoid his motorcycle entirely. There are deposits from the white car that hit Trevor on his rear wheel. As he was downsliding, the car didn't quite avoid him entirely. Let's establish Trevor was on the bike. There's the handlebars that go over the top of the gas tank, impossible for them to cause the dent. There's the dent, proving the handlebars trapped Trevor's left leg and his knee caused the dent. White marks in the road from the police photos are white plastic deposits from Trevor's speedometer housing, deposited under great pressure and heat. And the telltale grooves on the master cylinder and the clutch handle show that the sparks came from them coming into contact with the grooved pavement. There's the deposits from the speedometer again. There they are again several years later, still in the road. There's the approach to the ambush site coming up off the on-ramp. There are the marks in the road. That's over a year later. There are the marks. You can see the drains on the left side there that give you an orientation. There are the drains again, and you can see the marks in the road from Trevor's speedometer, the plastic left deposits in the grooved concrete pavement. And here, looking from the west to the east, you can see it's a perfect ambush site with oncoming traffic coming down the through lane. The on-ramp coming up from La Brea is 2 lanes that merge into one before it merges into the collector road with the through traffic before it merges onto the highway at Redondo. So, Kim made sure he got in front of Trevor and then slowed down and let Trevor by and then clocked Trevor from Trevor's right as Trevor was looking over his left shoulder to merge onto the freeway. Then Kim got behind Trevor and went up on the median. It's a perfect ambush site. What Kim was hoping was that Trevor wouldn't make it off the road and the oncoming traffic would run he and his motorcycle over and destroy the evidence. So by the time the first 911 call came in from Kim at 22:16:30, he'd already hit Trevor, parked, got out of the car, robbed Trevor, and noticed that he'd been seen, so he called 911 first before anyone had a chance. There's no way Kim parked in the breakdown lane to Trevor's right because oncoming traffic going 60, 70, 80 miles an hour would go flying around Trevor's bike in the middle of the road and cream Kim's car. He braked after he sideswiped Trevor and got behind him and went left up on the median. That way he was protected somewhat by the median, and it would appear like he pulled over from the main freeway to people who didn't notice what he did. One of the 4 other callers to 911 was a couple on the main freeway who were both motorcycle riders who went down to the next exit, which is Fairfax, and circled around and came back up the La Brea on-ramp. And when they got there, the girl said, when she testified, when they got there, she said, "Oh, usually they leave." The girl was the second caller to 911, and she's listed as a solo driver on the police report. Her boyfriend, who was driving, is not on the police report, and we found out that he was concealed from the investigation 10 months after Trevor was murdered. You'll hear from him later in this video, and it's not good for Kim. There is not a mark on Trevor's brand new tire. So the police report says Trevor was traveling at a high rate of speed, hit a curb, and was ejected. Well, there's not a mark on his tire. You've seen proof positive he was on his motorcycle when it hit the pavement. You've seen the marks left in the pavement from Trevor's motorcycle, and you've seen where he was sideswiped and how he was sideswiped. It's absolute proof positive that the police report is a total fraud. And finally, you can now listen to the police's witness under oath tell us that he wasn't even there at La Brea. It'll take a minute to familiarize yourself with the scene.
Yeah, I see, but this is La Brea, right?
This is where the accident happened.
No, it's not here. I don't know why they keep claiming here. I keep telling you the Fairfax, that's the freeway entrance. I keep claiming from the beginning. I entered the freeway on Fairfax, which is not the La Brea. When I passing him, when he hit the ground, first moment, when I trying to pass him other side, because I didn't want to hit him again,
Did you call 911 that night?
Yeah, I called the 911.
I just took 10 words from the La Brea. Okay.
Is that your voice on the tape? Do you recognize it yet?
Oh, no.
Okay. Are you denying that your voice is on one of those recordings?
No.
Okay, so you went to the freeway from Fairfax.
Yes.
All right.
But like I told you, you're not able to see from here, so.
Mm-hmm. You're not able to see from here, says Kim, and he called 911 from Fairfax about a crash at La Brea. This is the witness. CHP officer Fabio Ibarra says he spoke to after he spoke to LAFD Captain Donald Frank Semenza.
I just took 10 legs from the La Brea.
Did you hear what that person said?
Yeah, but he said he tried to enter from the La Brea. I keep claiming from the beginning, I entered the freeway on Fairfax, which is not the La Brea. But I didn't want to hit him again.
CHP cop Fabio Ibarra lied to the coroner that Kim was his witness at La Brea. He's also the Asian male driving the white car referred to by Lieutenant Chris Margaris on the upcoming concealed witness tape. The night Trevor was murdered and robbed by Yong Kim, aka Leo Kim, the only thing the CHP had in their possession with which to identify him was Kim's 911 recording, which came in on a T-Mobile phone not registered in his name. LAFD first responders testified that Kim was not there when they arrived 12 minutes before dirty CHP cop Fabio Ibarra, who left the scene telling the hospitals that he had a witness that in fact multiple witnesses proved he did not. You are watching this alleged witness lie repeatedly and claim he was at Fairfax when he clearly knows the difference and is in no way confused. Kim stalked Trevor for 2.5 miles down La Brea from Wilshire Boulevard on LAPD turf and waited until he got on CHP turf up on the Santa Monica Freeway before ambushing, killing, robbing Trevor, and fleeing the scene. Ibarra fabricated his entire report blaming Trevor for his own death when the fact the CHP issued a felony hit and run and a first-hand witness who saw the whole thing told arriving first responders that he saw the car hit Trevor, which was consistent with other 911 calls that came in that night. The physical evidence and the expert reconstruction done by ACTAR-accredited 36-year veteran Oregon State Police Reconstruction Instructor James Pierce, who concluded that Trevor's motorcycle was hit by a car.
You are aware that the accident happened at La Brea?
You mean? Can you explain more?
When the motorcycle crash happened at La Brea?
No, I don't know about that.
Okay.
What I do see on it was Fairfax, not the La Brea. I don't
So
know
you
why
saw an
they
ac-
keep
you
saying
s-
about the La Brea.
You saw an accident at Fairfax?
Yeah, that's your son that happened. It was on Fairfax.
Okay.
CHP's own crash expert, CHP Base Sergeant Kenton Miller, testified that there was no evidence Trevor's tire ever hit any curb at any time. And out of the blue, in a complete non sequitur, Sergeant Miller also mentioned something about a problem with a judge in Oregon while under oath in AG Kamala Harris's office in Los Angeles. The problem for the cops Miller was referring to was the judge in Oregon gave us the Kane Petroleum surveillance tape, proving the cops in Oregon acted criminally against Trevor's father, thus providing the motive for Trevor's murder. My passenger and I both forgot my briefcase after getting gas at Kane Petroleum Chevron in Lake Oswego, Oregon, and we called the station as soon as we realized. A dishonest employee who never reported the forgotten briefcase surreptitiously opened it, searched through it, and then tried to steal it by concealing it. Concealment is theft. The Kane Petroleum surveillance video proves the theft and the false bomb scare the thieving employee started as a diversion after he realized he had been caught in his latest on-the-job theft by a fellow employee named Mike Martin. The Kane video shows Lake Oswego police officer Brian McMahon both witnessing the time our call was received by Kane Petroleum cashier Glenda Flaggeri and McMahon writing down the number we used to call Kane Petroleum. As it turns out, the thieving employee, Daniel Lewis Pownall, after several attempts eventually succeeded in scaring the cashier into calling 911 an hour after we left the station. As soon as he saw Glenda on the phone to 911, Pownall snuck away and called McMahon on his personal cell phone off the record so McMahon would get there first to protect him by framing me for something I knew nothing about. McMahon and Pownall, who had two cop relatives in the same county named David and Elmer Pownall, also concealed their well-established prior relationship. Pownall scared the cashier into calling 911 and summoned his dirty cop buddy McMahon by a personal cell phone call off the record to save himself at my family's and my expense. McMahon is caught on video with audio using the police powers entrusted to him to protect his buddy Pownall by concealing Pownall's crimes and falsely arresting me, even though McMahon had evidence in his hand proving he knew he had no probable cause to arrest me. McMahon filed a false police report, which is a crime in and of itself, and lied to the press, creating his own false narrative, which he knew had no basis in reality. McMahon knew that all I did was forget my briefcase and had my passenger call the station immediately as soon as I realized because I was still driving. As if that isn't bad enough, McMahon is caught on video with audio inside the station with Glenda Flaggeri present, trying to induce Pownall into making a statement that would give him probable cause because McMahon knew that he had none.
Hi, this is Lori Beaverton, Police Detectives. I'm actually leaving a message for Richard. I hope this is the right phone number and I didn't write it down wrong. But he wanted to talk to a Detective Miller about an incident that occurred at a Chevron. And I just wanted to let him know that we do not have a Detective Miller here at the Beaverton Police Department. So I don't know if he was trying to reach somebody at the Washington County Sheriff's Office. So I did want to go ahead and give you that phone number. It's area code 503-846-2524. So go ahead and try the Washington County Sheriff's Office and see if that might be the agency he's with. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
A change is blowing in the wind, just like the man said many years ago. Only now beggars are begging for dollar bills, and there's still one thing that you don't know. Are they victims, or is it the life that they choose?
What you are seeing are excerpts of me, Trevor's father, deposing his son's killer face-to-face for 3.5 hours in Los Angeles on July 8, 2016, after beating a summary judgment motion. As my indispensable paralegal, Trevor's mother Pamela was present for the entire proceedings. Dirty CHP cop Fabio Ibarra filed a false police report after fabricating his witness statement and using Yong's son Kim as his only on-scene witness, even though multiple witness testimony proves Kim fled the scene long before Ibarra arrived. 6 months before, in January 2016, with Trevor's mother present, I deposed Dirty CHP cop Fabio Ibarra face-to-face in AG Kamala Harris's office in Los Angeles, but it's not on video. Ibarra knew Kim fled the scene and used Trevor's killer as his only on-scene witness anyway. Dirty CHP cop Fabio Ibarra's report is a complete fabrication. Kamala Harris and the CHP say no crime occurred. Trevor was stalked, murdered, and robbed just days before a court hearing in Portland, Oregon, where dirty cops in Oregon were about to be exposed on video, proving they maliciously tried to frame Trevor's father for a crime they knew he had nothing to do with.
And there's always someone waiting to sell them to you. They make all the money and they laugh at you. Are you a victim? Or is yours a life that you choose?
Do you see the name on the bottom of the document?
James Pierce.
James Pierce,
Yes.
that's correct. On number 12, right, I'm going to read that to you. It says, "It is my opinion as an expert collision reconstructionist that the collision occurred as I stated in my original reconstruction report, which was the motorcycle was struck by another vehicle." Okay? Are you saying that Trevor was never struck by another vehicle?
No, never struck by another vehicle.
Okay. The only car that was close would have been, all I remember, it was a white four-door, and the driver for that had stopped, and he kept saying that, we didn't hit him, nobody hit him, all he did was hit the Meridian. And the driver of the white, four-door, he said that he was getting onto the freeway, and he didn't see anyone hit him, and all that, yeah.
Yeah, was that guy an Asian male?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we spoke to him as well.
You were 3 car lengths behind Trevor, and you didn't see a white car near Trevor?
No, not near Trevor.
Okay.
Here are 3 text messages I received from the concealed witness months before the CHP telephone interview. And the first one, he says the Asian guy was driving a small white four-door, parked close to Trevor and was acting really nervous. And the second one, he said he felt like the car the Asian guy was driving hit Trevor, and he said he didn't just fall, someone hit him. Everyone could see the damage to the white car Kim was driving, sitting up in front next to Trevor on the median.
No.
You were 3 car lengths behind Trevor, and you didn't see a white car near Trevor?
No, not near Trevor.
Okay. Do you have any brothers and sisters?
Only me. I'm the only child.
You're an only child?
Yes.
Okay. What's your highest level of education?
High school?
Okay. And do you own a 2014 Lexus of any kind?
Yes, I do.
And is that the car you presently drive?
No.
Who drives that car?
My friends.
Commissioner Farrow's special counsel Jonathan Saul Rothman said us getting an unredacted report with the witness names and numbers was a mistake they won't repeat. Wellcom is a cell phone store near CHP headquarters managed by Peter Jink Silver Kim.
Do you remember the phone that you used to call the 911? Do you
Oh,
remember
there's a number?
Yes.
Oh, I don't remember. That was from my, the office. Like, if you work for the phone store, cell phone store, they promote you using the phone from the business.
Right, but you don't work for a phone store now, right?
No more. So I don't remember that number.
And you weren't working for a phone store then, were you?
Huh?
Were you working for a phone store the night
At
of
the
the
time,
incident?
yeah.
Wellcom, remember?
Is the number that the police put on the police report the number that you used?
I'm pretty sure because they were calling me when detective calling me from that number.
Ibarra testified that Kim gave a solid statement at La Brea, but for some reason CHP detectives kept calling Kim on a phone not registered in his name, and apparently Kim answered. But Trevor's insurance company, Progressive, said they were never able to speak to Yong's son Kim. Hiding behind what they knew was a police lie based on the photo evidence of Trevor's motorcycle that Progressive secretly gathered on October 8, 2013 at the evidence yard. Progressive sent us a letter on October 17, 2013 stating another car may be involved and that they were waiting on a copy of the police report before making a final determination. The police report was issued over a month before Progressive sent the October 17th letter. Progressive would have us believe that they photographed the bike without knowing what the police said was the cause of the crash. You can see the bike was hit by a car, you can see Trevor's tire never hit any curb, and when Progressive got the police report, it's immaterial. Progressive knew the cops were lying about what happened and used what they knew was a fraudulent police report to pad their bottom line. They never paid Trevor's insurance on loss of life. Progressive had immediate access to LAFD reports that all state car versus motorcycle, as well as the 911 recordings, where so many callers reported Trevor being hit by a car that CHP issued a felony hit and run. Progressive heard the 911 call, spoke to the passenger in the concealed witness's car, photographed the bike a month later, waited 9 days more, sent us the letter claiming they had not yet seen the police report, and then denied Trevor's claim, all the while planning to never pay. Progressive never dreamed we would file a wrongful death suit and get the sign-in sheets from the evidence yard, proving they secretly photographed Trevor's motorcycle on October 8, 2013, long after they actually got the police report. Once they got the photographs, Progressive higher-ups decided to send us the October 17th letter, setting us up for what they thought would qualify as a plausible denial of Trevor's claim. Progressive knew exactly what they were doing. Little did they know we would figure it all out eventually.
Hello?
Hello, 911.
Yeah, hi. I'd like to report an accident on the 110 west at the La Brea exit. I believe a car hit a motorcycle.
Oh, okay. So we do have to call. We have someone on the way.
Oh, okay.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Call, we have CHP and fire department on the way. Now, is the other vehicle that hit him still there?
No, I believe he went.
Call, we have CHP and fire department on the way. Now, is the other vehicle that hit him still there?
No, I believe he went.
Do you know what kind of vehicle it was by chance?
Did anybody see the vehicle? No, nobody saw the vehicle.
Call, we have CHP and fire department on the way. Now, is the other vehicle that hit him still there?
No, I believe he went.
Do you know what kind of vehicle it was by chance?
Did anybody see the vehicle? No, nobody saw the vehicle.
First responder Joe Mendoza said the gentleman there helping Trevor, who was an off-duty EMT, told him he saw the whole thing, and that he said he saw Trevor get hit by a car. And our illustrious LAFD Captain Donald Semenza never bothered to get this witness's name and claims he doesn't remember anything. Semenza knew that Ibarra said that he spoke to Kim after he spoke to Semenza. That means Semenza was going to have to call Ibarra a liar at the trial. No surprise there. Semenza called me the day before the trial begging to get off the trial witness list because he had scheduled his vacation to coincide with the start date of the trial, and his airplane tickets were non-refundable.
And then once we came back around and we had stopped, like the same thing I told his dad, I was like, I didn't see a car hit him.
Okay.
The only car that was close would have been, all I remember, it was a white four-door, and the driver for that had stopped, and he kept saying that, oh, like, we didn't hit him, nobody hit him, all he did was hit the meridian.
As you can see, Trevor's tire never hit any meridian or curb. Kamala Harris and the CHP falsified and tampered with the evidence. The concealed witness tape has at least 16 edits. CHP never issued a written report of this witness's statement, and there's no record of him in their files.
And, just while we were sitting there waiting, in my opinion, that guy was acting a little bit too weird. He just kept stressing the fact that there was nobody near him, that he just flipped over on his own. And it just seems a little weird. I mean, whether you're a new rider or not, that meridian's pretty obvious. I don't see how anyone's just going to run into it and flip over.
Right. Yeah, was that guy an Asian male?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we spoke to him as well.
You want me to play that part again?
Which one?
What I just played?
No.
You heard it okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so he says the only car that was close would have been, all I remember was a white four-door, and the driver for that had stopped and kept saying, oh, we didn't hit him and nobody hit him. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Right, and he said that in his opinion the guy was acting a little bit too weird. He kept stressing the fact that there was nobody near him. He just flipped over on his own.
You say I heard it?
Yeah, was that you talking? Did you say, did you keep talking at the scene saying nobody hit him and there was nobody near him?
Sir, I don't know about that, because what he claiming was the La Brea northbound exit, but I wasn't even there at the time, so I don't.
Oh, so you weren't at this accident?
No, that wasn't that was the place I got it. It was, I keep claiming from the beginning, I entered the freeway on Fairfax, which is not the La Brea.
Attorney General Kamala Harris continued the CHP cover-up of Trevor's murder. Taking her orders from Harris, LAPD Jackie Lacey just sat on her hands and did nothing. 10 months after Trevor was murdered, at the same site, Marlene Pinnock was beaten by a CHP cop, and though they say no crime occurred, Jackie Lacey launched an investigation because she was under pressure from Washington, spelled Obama and Eric Holder. Here's the ultimate hypocrite, Joe Farrow. We met with him 19 days after Marlene Pinnock was beaten face-to-face in Sacramento, gave him the name of a witness that was concealed from the investigation, who saw Kim's car, saw who was driving the white car, saw who he was with, knew that Kim fled the scene. Then under subpoena, Kamala Harris released a tape that had 16 edits in it, showing that she tampered with the evidence and tried to make this witness look like he knew nothing. Farrow's special counsel, Jonathan Saul Rothman, said that we were not a party of interest to our son's death and illegally withheld the taped interview of the concealed witness, and Kamala Harris was forced to cough it up under subpoena. And based on our personal experience, AG Kamala Harris, Joe Farrow, Warren Stanley, and Ron DeFredo are simply the top dirty cops in California. CHP Lieutenant Chris Margaris is recorded telling the concealed witness who knows better that the CHP spoke to the same Asian male at the scene that the concealed witness saw driving the white four-door, seen hitting Trevor and fleeing the scene long before Ibarra arrived by the kindly middle-aged African-American male, off-duty EMT, still wearing his uniform, using blue latex gloves, who told arriving first responders that he saw the whole thing. The concealed witness's passenger complained of receiving multiple calls from first responders in the days and weeks following Trevor's murder. No doubt LAFD was concerned that she identified the off-duty EMT to Ibarra. This EMT was not there when Ibarra arrived on scene, though the EMT who saw the whole thing was kind enough to stop as the last person to speak to Trevor while he was conscious. LAFD and Captain Donald Frank Semenza are still concealing his identity. Is it any wonder?
Only car that was close to Trevor would have been a white four-door.
I told you I don't have any white car at the moment. I have only black.
That wasn't his question. His question was, did you hear the person on the speaker say?
I heard it.
And you heard him say the only car near Trevor was a white four-door. Yeah. So did you see a white four-door near Trevor?
No.
You were 3 car lengths behind Trevor, and you didn't see a white car near Trevor?
No, not near Trevor.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to hit him again.
Kamala Harris actively participated in the CHP cover-up of Trevor's murder for her own political reasons. She received political donations from 9 different police unions as part of her U.S. Senate campaign. Kim was the first to call 911, and he mentioned nothing about a car hitting Trevor. After waiting for almost 3 hours for Trevor to die, Ibarra called the 4th 911 caller first because even he recognized Kim's voice appearing twice on her 911 recording.
Fairfax,
La Brea?
I just took 10 words from the La Brea. Fairfax,
La Brea?
I just took 10 words from the La Brea. Fairfax,
La Brea?
Fairfax,
La Brea?
Yeah, we're La Brea.
That's a call. We have CHC and fire department on the way. Now, is the other vehicle that hit him still there?
No, I believe he went.
Do you know what kind of vehicle it was by chance?
Did anybody see the vehicle? No, nobody saw the vehicle.
Because I didn't want to hit him again.
So you recognize this as La Brea?
Yeah.
Could you describe for us where you parked your car relative to where the motorcycle is?
Is it better if I could have the other one?
Continuation is a felony, and so is obstruction of justice and accessory after the fact.
Where the picture is only for like where the the accident's at. But the thing is, I parked it over here.
You need to, over here doesn't describe to
I
us.
mean,
Did
yeah,
you park it to the
on
right of the motorcycle or the left of the motorcycle?
Ahead of the motorcycle. More way overhead.
So you recognize this as La Brea?
Yeah, but I didn't want to hit him again.
Kamala Harris remains mute on the subject of Trevor's murder.
Because I keep claiming from the beginning, I entered the freeway on Fairfax, which is not the La Brea.
The CHP used Trevor's killer as their only on-scene witness, fabricated their report, and protected him.
What's your father's name?
You can answer. Oh, my name's Jay. My father's name is Jay Yerkin.
Right, so did you have anybody else in your car with you that night?
No, I was only by myself at the car.
See, were there any other Asian Americans, people that stopped at the scene? Did you see anybody?
No, I haven't seen anybody else.
Yeah, was that guy an Asian male?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we spoke to him as well.
La Brea?
Yeah, we're La Brea.
Okay, we do have a call. We have CHC and fire department on the way. Now, is the other vehicle that hit him still there?
No, I believe he went.
Do you know what kind of vehicle it was by chance?
Did anybody see the vehicle? No, nobody saw the vehicle.
Did you hear the 911 dispatcher ask him if anybody saw the car, if the vehicle that hit him was still there?
Yeah, I heard it.
You did, okay.
Yep.
Did the caller say, did anyone see the vehicle?
Yes, I heard it.
Did you hear anybody respond to that?
Oh, they said no, none of them. I don't.
Did you hear anybody say no?
No, I don't hear anything answered.
Was that your voice?
Was that my voice?
Yes.
Which one?
The one that explained where they were?
No, it wasn't my voice.
Okay.
CHP said this tire hit a curb at high speed, ejecting Trevor. There's no evidence of that whatsoever. To make it look like they pulled over from the freeway and to avoid getting tangled up with Trevor and his motorcycle, after sideswiping Trevor on purpose, Kim braked and got behind Trevor and went left up on the median and parked close to him, to make it appear to stopping motorists that he just pulled over and stopped from the main freeway and to block the cars on the freeway from seeing the robbery.
Started to pick up the phone to call 911.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I called my wife to see what happened.
When you say Trevor hit the curb and he was ejected, did he go over the top of the motorcycle?
'Cause I can remember that.
The motorcycle went further than Trevor?
Go ahead of him, so.
Yes, it went ahead of him.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
When it says in Exhibit 8 in your witness statement, it says that you rushed to the rider of the motorcycle on line 33. You didn't interact with Trevor at all, is that correct?
Yes, correct. I didn't.
You didn't help him at all?
I couldn't help him at all.
Okay.
CHP hid the cell phone robbery and would not take a stolen cell phone report. Trevor's cell phone was moving all over LA for 5 days after he was killed. If he was robbed, he was murdered, says Assistant LADA James Garrison. Trevor's phone records show that his phone was being turned on and off for the 5 days after he was killed. Extremely nervous that Cedars Sinai was going to call us sometime during the night to tell us that Trevor was hit by a car. In cooperation with Kim, Ibarra and Kim monitored Trevor's phone to see if we knew Trevor was dead yet. Neither the hospital nor the cops called us that night, and the cops didn't call us until 9:30 the following night, right after Trevor's mother posted on Facebook that she was looking for Trevor. Trevor, wherefore art thou? The cops saw the Facebook post, and they ran over to Cedars to see if Cedars would repeat the cop lie. When they wouldn't, the cops left and called us themselves and lied about what happened to Trevor. To make matters even worse, one legacy, Cedars Sinai, the coroner, and the cops not calling us right away allowed Trevor's organs to all go to waste. LADA Jackie Lacey denies any CHP wrongdoing in connection with Trevor's death.
Did you see the fire truck?
I didn't see the fire truck.
Okay. When the ambulance left, were you still there?
When the ambulance was there, almost when they were trying to leave, the cops came and they parked in front of the ambulance.
All right, so the ambulance came and the police came and you talked to the police while the ambulance was there?
Yeah. I gave him my information, the driver license. They're asking me to hand over the driver license. So before I leave the scene, I give them a driver license and a phone number.
Did the officer talk to the guy from the fire truck?
No, I don't see a fire truck, so I don't know about that.
Okay, so you never saw a fire truck there at the scene. You were gone by then?
Yes, I gone. I don't see any fire trucks.
Okay. So did you have anybody else in your car with you that night?
No, I was only by myself at the car.
I see. Were there any other Asian Americans, people that stopped at the scene? Did you see anybody?
No, I haven't seen anybody else.
Notice how CHP Lieutenant Chris Margaret,
Yeah, was that guy
dirtiest cop as there ever was, never asked a concealed witness when he left
we
the scene.
spoke to him as well.
What was the make and model of Kim's white car? Was there anyone else in Kim's car? Did he see anyone, including Kim, taking cell phone photos? Did he stay for the arrival of the fire truck and then the ambulance? And did he see Kim flee the scene before the fire truck arrived? Etc., etc., etc.
When you left the scene in your car, you were already past the motorcycle?
We was ahead of the motorcycle.
Did you see if Trevor was conscious or unconscious at any time?
I can't really tell, cause I didn't see I only see from my view. When I walk to the meridian, I see. I mean, when I passing him, when he hit the ground, first moment, when I trying to pass him other side, cause I didn't want to hit him again, When I passing him, when he hit the ground, first moment, when I trying to pass him other side, cause I didn't want to hit him again,
When the paramedics came, did they make everybody move away so they could help Trevor?
I'm not sure.
Did you see the paramedics help Trevor?
Maybe they were paramedic out. That's why I saw the door was open.
But did you see the paramedics cut Trevor's clothes off?
No, I didn't see that.
Did you see them restart his heart?
No, I didn't see anything like that.
Did you see them administering any aid to him at all?
I'm not sure about that.
There was a paramedic, who was an off-duty paramedic that was already there helping him. Then the driver of the white, four-door, he said that he was getting onto the freeway and he didn't see anyone hit him and all that.
Yeah, was that guy an Asian male?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we spoke to him as well.
On a lonesome stretch of highway between Denver and Cheyenne, much further on the Laramie, it's such a snowy land. I was traveling across the country to California, but suddenly I had to stop. There was something in the way. It's a long way down that road. Where it leads ain't no one knows. On a lonesome stretch of highway, I sing a trucker's lullaby. I sing it to the loved ones, I sing it for the night they cry. I sing it to the angels for mercy from on high. I sing it to the loved ones who had no time to say goodbye. A flatbed full of drainage pipes was spread out on the road. The driver did, it was late at night, and the next guy didn't know. He was another 18-wheeler who brought his wife along. Now the three of them lay dead and cold while I sat there safe and warm. It's a long way down that road. Where it leads ain't no one knows. On a lonesome stretch of highway, I sing a trucker's lullaby. I sing it to the loved ones, I sing it for the night they cry. I sing it to the angels for mercy from on high. I sing it to the loved ones who had no time to say goodbye. They say it had been hours, how long they couldn't tell. They said to stay back here, man, 'cause way up there it sure was hell. The word was spreading fast, spreading down the line, and I thought I heard somebody say, this happens all the time. It's a long way down that road. Where it leads ain't no one knows. On a lonesome stretch of highway, I sing a trucker's lullaby. I sing it to the loved ones, I sing it for the night they cry. I sing it to the angels for mercy from on high. I sing it to the loved ones who had no time to say goodbye.
The only car that was close would have been, all I remember, it was a white four-door, and the driver for that had stopped, and he kept saying that, we didn't hit him, nobody hit him, all he did was hit the Meridian,